What's going on? Good morning. Good morning. Hey guys, if you hang out with me for just a few minutes, there's something really important that I wanted to talk about. I almost did it last night because I found out yesterday, but life is precious. Time is precious. And this is just another prime example of why that is true. For me, there's things that have been happening lately. People that I know or have known in my past have been getting sick. There's some deaths that are happening. And if you bear with me for a second, you know me, guys. I've asked over the years, I'm a proactive type of person, like call your senators when it comes to AMC SOC, send out your letters, come to Washington, D.C. You know, like I was an activist way of thinking. And I'd ask of those that were listening if they could do something. And I'm going to ask you now, if you can do something, and that's just check into the bottom of your heart, check in to see, you know, what you would be willing to do. But I have a close friend. When I say close friend, this is probably the best friend that I had growing up. David, Bubba is what we called him. We grew up together as little kids, and I used to stay at his house all the time. When I'd go visit my dad on the weekends, I would leave and immediately go to Bubba's house, David's house. David and Faye was his mom and dad, and they were probably the only family that I can think of from my childhood that actually was there for me, you know, that I was a part of, almost as if I lived with them. I'm serious. I would go there on the weekends when I'd visit my dad, and they invested time into me. It's probably one of the reasons I find myself liking animals more, you know, wanting to protect animals more, take care of animals more, because of Faye, David's mom. And then the other thing was David's dad, David. When I got my first job, I'll never forget, I feel like I owe him everything. Talk about someone investing in someone. You know, when I got my very first job at 16, working at Budget Shoppers, a grocery store, which David's sister worked at too, he asked me if I had black pants. You're supposed to wear black slacks, and if I had money to do it. And I didn't. And I'll never forget, he'd pulled over on the side of the road when I was walking down the road and stopped me and asked me this. He reaches in his wallet and he pulls out a $20 bill. And I might have had a 5 in there. I got to remember, it was 20 or 25, and says, here, I'm going to invest in you and invest in your future and your first pair of work pants. And that stuck with me, man, that this man would take the time to do that. And to me, that is a great family. And I feel like to this day, I owe them a ton, right? I owe them a lot. When I look at how abandoned or how messed up my life might have looked. But right now, my friend's life is really messed up. And the reason I say that is because he had an unfortunate accident and he lost his wife. His wife just passed away on 4th of July. And he has 3 kids that he was raising with her, a little bit younger than me. It's a tragic, tragic accident. And I just found out about it last night. I mean, I went with the family to the lake. You know, we were having family time, enjoying stuff. And then I go to open up my Facebook, and there it was. And I'm just heartbroken, just torn. Like, it's just more and more people around me, you know, that this is happening to. But regardless, like, he's a good man, guys. David's a really good man. He's a good people. And I saw one of his sisters had put together a GoFundMe to try to raise some funds to really help David out in this situation. Oh my God, guys, sorry, he sees me now. But I would like to see, I think the goal was like 12,000. I'd like to see that goal go through the roof. And it takes one of two things: either willing to reach into your pocketbook and put $5, $10, $20, $500, whatever is comfortable, whatever you may feel in the goodness of your heart. But at the same time, you know, just sharing this video. I know how it works. You know, we'll get stories start reaching the media and then other people, and it touches their heart, and then they want to help people. And I usually don't ever do anything like this. If you follow along with me, I've had over the years when I was building myself up, especially on Twitter, X, before, I've had people ask, can you help me promote this? And I didn't really know them. You know, I'm real careful, right? I've never been that type. I've never, you know, was a GoFundMe guy. I got made fun of for it. People thought that, you know, oh, I put a GoFundMe together to do that Washington, D.C. thing, but I sold those little bears. There's live streams for that, and I had a few people that did donate on their own. But if you see it in your heart, guys, share this video. That'll help big time. Maybe it'll pass around and someone else will hear it. That's a way to do it. I will, if this video makes a lot of views, I will definitely give him the money from it. I don't care about that. I'd rather see him get helped. But just putting it out there, guys, totally up to you. I'll have the GoFundMe link attached. I also thought about some folks may not like to use a GoFundMe. I'll probably put my my Cash App or Venmo in there in the comment sections. That way I can just send it to him direct after it's all said and done. But regardless, I mean, I'm just heartbroken for him, and I guess it's the only thing I can think of to do. Money doesn't solve it. It doesn't. This is something that never comes back. He lost his wife, and that's scary. That just freaks me out, because I've got 3 kids. Well, I've got 6 kids, but the 3 are already gone, but still I got 3 at home, and it's just a scary thought. And so anyway, I usually never do this, guys. I don't. But if you guys feel it in your heart and you want to help David out, please do. The link will be there for the GoFundMe. Like I said, $5. Share the video, put this video on Facebook, maybe even, or take the link. Better yet, take the link. You can tell a story, whatever it may be. But this one hit close. This one's real. This is someone I grew up with. This one just hits my heart, and I want to try to help, and that's the only way I can think of. And I'm asking my friends and audience and those that listen to me on YouTube. I see guys donating money to us YouTubers all the time, putting $10 in, $50, $20, $300, paying YouTubers, super chats and super comments, and I don't want none of that. I've never really been a guy for that, but if that's what they're willing to give it to them, please be willing to give it to David. In his family, maybe it can just help him. I mean, I know it's not going to replace. Money will not replace it. But I would just nothing more than see him be able to have that financial backing to, he's going to have to work and take care of these kids too at the same time. I mean, it's not going to be easy. So if you guys would, from the bottom of your hearts, I would greatly appreciate that. Totally up to you guys. Thank you so much if you made it through 6 minutes and 52 seconds of this old Marine. But thank you guys. Love you. And see you around whenever I make the next video.